Yeah. Hi people, Punky here, welcome back to this channel. In this episode we have a little light tank destroyer ELC, MX ELC, and it is no sound gain. Hi people, Punky here, welcome back to this channel. In this episode we have a light tank destroyer, MX ELC, and one great, is it carry or recovery? I forgot already, it was just a few days ago, but it is great game, don't click away, it is great. So it is tier 5 match, and we are, top tier, playing against tier 4 also. But it was tense, tense like on toilet seat. Well, not that much, but it was tense in the moments. But somehow, there wasn't that adrenaline rush. I didn't try to, break floor with my feet, so it was just a little bit tense, a little bit, what will happen, but somehow I always knew what to do. Maybe experience, maybe because I have M badges. I didn't set the M badge. Tens of M badges for this tank. I have 3 marks on this tank, so no pressure for this tank whatsoever. I just don't care. I know. If I lose one game, I will do good, and I will be always above 60% win ratio. Even without this awesome platoon, G.Pz was here. That is son of Chuck Norris, but he is from France. Chuck was going all around the world, making brave, happy children, and of course Washadar. Probably my oldest friend in, I don't know, him or Yellow Canary. I lost track, but G.Pz is also very, very close there. That was crew that was rolling on old province map, in tier 2 and tier 3 tanks, mostly in tier 2. And winning games against 10 tanks alone, that was all good days, when HE rounds were much better, when Bush was working like in real life. If you are behind Bush and Bush is thick, nobody sees you, except aviation, hooray for aviation. But yeah, I noticed that Monster Free card is there, and Bishop too. We cannot fight from that corner against heavy tanks, and that is Matilda. So I decided to run, and just in the right time, I'm sorry for G.Pz, but he was, well, he could do it, he went down there and then beneath Matilda in that corner on D6, but I guess he was thinking I will fight, so he didn't want to leave me, and we didn't communicate within game. What is that called? platoon intercom. I don't know. So I guess he was thinking I will stay there, so he decided to stay too. But if that was medium tank, if that was of course heavy tank, I would stay. But light tank destroyer, you want to keep it alive until last moment. It is good for your team. It is good for winning. So this time I make that sacrifice. Everything looking freaking nuts, and just look at that, a bishop feeling brave, but everybody now has 6 sense, he spotted. It is stupid, he would just run straight forward if that wasn't the case. But now we have a different situation. We have Panzer KV, so it is Russian KV captured, I guess, with German optics, because they are a little bit better than on regular KV. But maybe I'm mistaken, you will correct me, everything. So, that sounded ironic. Well, I mean, all together we know more, better. So, I thinking now what to do. There is one very nasty tier 4 tank, and somehow that sneaky KV one jammed my turret. Luckily Washer got aim on him, so that was great. And now I have one shot, to choose. So I decided, okay, let's go for KV, but that dude is dead anyway, and I need to rush that shot because Panzer KV is, little bit different story. But even regular KV, he could get lucky and one shot me despite hit me. Wow, that was nice, Samarak. So 7 kills for Washer in this moment, and now it is almost even. I feel like at home now, I'm not even worried about that bishop artillery for some reason. And I'm just worried how to catch that Panzer KV, in my crosshair. And then, I'm spotted again. I'm telling you that probably wouldn't happen despite this close range, because there is those small bushes, Probably I could hit even behind this small one in front of me. When KV1 is at question. But yeah, we can compare them, we have that G.Pz tanks or whatever. So finally got that bishop, and now, wow, Washer took his 8th kill. He still has nice amount of hit points. There is KV1, Panzer KV, and that was almost, he just thinking about me. He put his back against that rock and he waits for me. It is smart, I would do the same, fight it until end like we're doing now, and I would be more worried about me than about that tank destroyer that is above me and needs to really risk to shoot me, and then artillery again, that Lefehehe monster freak artillery. So Chucky-Poo is laughing because he destroyed his cover, but there he goes. I was thinking he will stay there in bush, but actually he is going, and wow, I don't know what happened. Was that 2 shots from artillery, one that we didn't see? but I would say, especially having in mind very tricky armor on KV1 or Panzer KV1, that was a little bit lucky shot there. I mean, I would win anyway, but still. So now, things looking okayish. Not a lot of damage, not a lot of kills, not a lot of spotted damage, but we are winning, and it is one sneaky light tank destroyer against very well, maybe not sneaky, but very good artillery with nice gun and very nice view range. So I think he's maybe somewhere there. So I driving and watching what my artillery doing. So I went in wrong direction, because I was hoping artillery will, at least close the distance a little bit. So I said now Arty go cap, because he can one-shot me, and then artillery doesn't have a very good chance against freak monster Arty. But he's still sitting in one place. And now I think going forward on Lafahaha Freak active, and he knows that he is spotted, and he knows that he is probably spotted from somewhere around here. That would be suicide, so I decided to go all the way around. And only now artillery realized, it would be good if I go there also and maybe cap or spot or be bait, I would do it in artillery, I wouldn't sit, I would immediately come with my light, and if nothing I would try to cap, and then I decided to load gold. Well, it was loaded all this time, and there it is, artillery. Tried to detrack him and do damage, and that didn't work, Somehow that wasn't enough to detrack him, and I desperately trying to avoid that very good gun on left ahead that has fine arc also, but it is very precise. So at least until I reload, and actually I don't have anywhere to move without risking to be in line of fire, and now everything depends about that artillery that doesn't have clue how to get to the cap circle. So I decided to move a little bit more, to this rock, just in case, I don't want to be somehow well, that artillery, it is, flick monsterati, it is very dangerous. You should be afraid, Also Sexton 1, two artists that you before that FV 3 or 4 or whatever, but now not so much. Wow, he was thinking that I am in cap, maybe, I don't know, or he wanted to check and went a little bit too much forward. Or maybe he was expecting that I will go forward, not aiming, and then he can, just derp me. whatever that was, I don't know. And probably I would do something similar. Maybe I would just wait for ELC to come, you know, then shoot him and then easily kill that arty probably. Because that thing can absorb damage, you know, maybe arty wouldn't up him. So it is dangerous. So okay, that was that, you know. So was this well, carry? I don't know. Washer certainly did carry. He killed 8 tanks, you know. And except one tank, our platoon killed all rest of it, you know. So thank you for watching, and I'll let you post game that. Okay, we lost credits. 10 shots fired, 9 on target, 8 penetrations. Not bad. 6 tanks damage, we killed 5. You know, we traveled almost 6 kilometers. Set on experience, second in that with 952 stars. After washer dryer with 1341 stars of experience. He has 8 kills. I had 5, 2020 HP of damage. I had 1309. So I guess no, there wasn't blind shots, I guess. I don't know. Bishop spotted, and so I spotted just 2 artillery pieces in this game. But sometimes, you know, this tank is not about spotting. It is about you know, annoying things, doing damage, respotting, and making ambushes. So yeah, that is a good description of this tank, you know. In nowadays, this was a great scout tank back in the days, but now it is one of the slow light tanks, and definitely, in my opinion, it is not for active scouting or you know, running around. So, you know, being able to spot but being able to do damage, that is what this tank is about, and that is when I have most of wins, you know, when I'm doing like that. When I doing spots, even when I do it fantastically, you know, it is rarely opportunity to see my team shine, you know. The other day I was on that Prokhorovka map, you know. It is one of dream maps for light tanks, and I was doing a passive scouting like always, and then, you know, my teammates would start yelling at me, shooting at me, you know, nothing happening, you know, but they are nervous, they want to shoot at something. So I said, okay, be patient. Then Panzer 5-4, you know, started pushing me out of the bush, and then M4 appeared, you know. And you know that fat M4 almost ran away, because all these great snipers, you know, who wants for you to risk your tank, you know, so they would do some damage. He almost got away, you know, going in reverse in M4, you know, regular M4. So that is how good those players who say spot for me are. And then I said again, you know, in chat, be patient, you see, you know, they will come, let me do my job. I have 66% win ratio in this tank, you know. And then I was, you know, going closer, spotting tanks, and they were doing better and better, I must say. In the end, it was like over 3.5k spotted damage, But you know, don't lean to pressure, especially now when they cannot really team kill you. Before, you know, ELC doesn't spotting, you know, H run, you know, you're dead. But that is only good thing about not being able to do team damage, and that is one of the bad things. I mean, I wouldn't shoot at scouts, but sometimes some people are really annoying, you know, trying to push you, trying to block you. At least you can detract them and go around, you know. So yeah, do what you feel you should do, you know, and if advice is, you know, valid, solid, something that it is smart, why not? You can listen, you know, that is expected. So thank you for watching, and see ya.